Today I'm going to show you what I do to paint something rusty, like this differential. And I'm not going to sandblast it. Now the reason I'm not going to sandblast it is there's spots everywhere on this thing where sand can get on the inside. The brake drums themselves, they're a little different system, so you can get sand on the inside. Sand gets everywhere. So if you have a project like this and don't have access to a sandblaster or just don't want to get sand everywhere, I'm just going to show you what I do to paint this. First step, you got to make sure all the grease is off. Now, I just did a little scraping here, sprayed on some thinner, some solvent, scrubbed it down, cleaned it up best I could. And basically, the whole idea here is just, we're going to remove as much rust as we can. We don't have to have a perfect job. So, a couple different methods you can use. I use my grinder, of course, with the wheel on it. But if you haven't got a big unit, you can always resort to a drill and a little brush. Now that's kind of nice to get into the tight areas. But all you need to do is just get her close. We're not trying to save the world here. Just trying to get rid of some rust. Alright, better find a mask. Just an idea for you. These are COVID times, so these N95 masks, I don't even know if they exist anymore. My friend Brenda made this for me. She made this for me before COVID, and that fits right over top of the N95 and makes it last a little longer. So if you're concerned about using up your N95s, there's a great idea. A lot of masks out there now. Well, I finally got her done. Really, it only took me 20 minutes, so I didn't waste that much of my life. And buff and rust is it's kind of zen-like. I think you should give it a try. So, on this now, most people would just use a spray wand giver. We're going to take it a little bit further because, you know, this is a restoration. And most of the rust is gone, but I'm just going to use a rust converter now. And basically, just spray it on, let her sit overnight. We'll wipe her down and then you're good to spray. Now if you're afraid that buff and rust is just too much work, realistically it's like mowing the lawn. If you can fire 3 brain cells, you can do this. So I'm just going to give her a light little spray here. You can really smell it working because it smells like rotten eggs. Right. So, overnight this is going to convert the rust, any rust that's left over. We'll wipe her down. Oh, this stuff's strong. Woo! Alright, so next day, I'm just cleaning up any residue that may have been left over from the rust inhibitor or converter. Now if you're wondering what rust converter I use, I think the last batch I bought was, I think it was called Rust Mort. I've been using it for years and years, and I was having a tough time finding it, but I think the last one it was Rust Mort. So I know somebody will want to know. Once we get everything all wiped down and cleaned up, I'm ready to start spraying. Now, if you don't have, you know, the good spray gun and the air compressor, you could probably get away. There's some pretty nice stuff that you can buy in a spray bomb. Maybe hit it with an etch prime first, and then just spray it with whatever you want, with whatever color you want it. Fortunate for me, I'm going to be able to just spray with my gun, and I'm going to hit it with an epoxy first and then a semi-gloss black. So next time you see me, I'll be spraying some paint. And there we go, done deal. Which looks good. A little glossy right now, but she'll dry up and be a really nice semi-gloss black. So that's how you paint a rusty differential without sandblasting it.